Test, test. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, everyone. Alright, everybody. It is time to get the hell off this planet Earth.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Hey, Derry Bennett, good to see you back. Took a little break from streaming, so. All right, let's create my character here. Like that one. I don't really care too much about it, so I'll probably just keep it in the default. I can change my eye color.
You've still got a ways to go.
Oh, so you like knocking people around?
Sounds fun.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece. Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover.
Or the vodka hangover.
That's not good. Just try and focus, all right? Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
Yeah, I'm working fine.
We'll take it
I
easy
guess.
while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon. There you go. All right, let's get going.
If you're ever stumped about where to go next, be sure to check out the nearby places marked with an exclamation. Doing so should reveal the way forward, though an occasional excursion off the beaten path never hurts. You know what they say about all work and no play after all. Let's see what we got around here. Apparently nothing.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Alright, first comp. Initiate combat by targeting the enemy and then drawing your weapon. Now what do you say we give for it? I'll be here to back you up, so feel free to experiment. After you've drawn your weapon to A, you'll automatically attack your opponent with a certain frequency, but only as long as you keep the enemy within your weapon's attack range. Arts and special abilities your weapons give you access to. Select them with the keys, press A to use them.
Let's get this started.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike! Slide!
Assault hammer! Now! Topple him with some gunfire! Flame grenade!
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
If you hear yelling from the other room, my partner is playing Repo.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Okay, so this is... I just picked up a new gun. Let's see. Oh, I can't use it yet. Okay. Yay, I got action, a treasure. Give me all your money.
Send them packing. Take it in close.
Now, monster! Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Block this! Topple them! Fire away! Easy peasy.
We got him.
Crank up.
Let's move.
Open fire! Follow
Target
me!
in sight. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer! Now! Topple them with some gunfire! Dinner is served.
We got him. Let's move.
Busted rifle.
Open fire! Follow
Target
me!
in sight.
Assault hammer!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike.
Chrome armor!
Sliding slinger.
Damn it! Damn!
I should heal up
You've
first.
got time to die!
Probably should have gone for the level 3.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I care about that kind of stuff.
Sliding slinger. Nice work.
Give me your items. I don't know what that big thing is, but it's asleep.
Send them packing! Take it in
Now,
close!
my turn. Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Block
strike.
this!
Shadow strike. Sliding slinger.
Flame grenade! Now! Topple with some gunfire!
Slide. Move in and do some damage.
Open fire!
Target
Follow
in
me!
sight.
Assault hammer!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Flame grenade!
Shadow strike.
Baby! This is hot!
Sliding. We got it. Let's move.
Worn survival sleeve. Let's see what that does. Have I got any other weapons yet that I can use? No. Busted Rival, it's terrible. That reduces my gravity, but increases physical resistance, so I'll do that. Ooh, I see goodies. Can I go up there? Yes. Got the life pod. All the monies.
Get a load of this.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer!
Slide! Slinger!
Split blade! Flame grenade! Now! Topple them with some gunfire! Split blade! Look at that! Easy peasy.
We got him. Let's move.
Nice advanced iron blades. I equip those.
No rest for the wicked. Random pack.
Now it's my turn.
Split blade!
Shadow Strike!
Block this!
Slide!
Flame grenade! Dinner is served.
Nice work.
That knife's a win. And what does, how do I change her? There we go. And not an upgrade. That's a little bit of an upgrade. Uh-oh, cinnamon time.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this. Giant purpose split. Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together. We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Certain enemies you find on Mirror will attack you as soon as they detect you. You can tell enemies detection type by the icon next to their name. Non-aggressive, no icon. Visual, when you enter field vision. Auditory will attack when you want too close. When I reach the habitat before sundown, you pick up the pace and start sprinting. I do not want to jump down those levels. This way it is.
Yeah.
That's the white whale habitat unit there to the east. If you keep proceeding along the cliff up top, alright.
Sir!
If you fall off the cliff, don't panic, just head east till you reach the habitat and try not to engage any powerful enemies on the way. Oh, we can change time. That's right. Rest for me. Sweet.
Get a load of this.
Let's see what you've got. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Assault hammer!
Early bird.
Now! Topple them with some gunfire! Flame grenade! Easy peasy.
Nice work.
That's a fleecy fur. Here's a Lucifer.
Get a load of this.
Let's see what you've got.
Slit gauge!
Slice! Move in and do
Assault
some
hammer!
damage.
Slit gauge!
Slice! Move in and do some damage. This horse.
Easy peasy.
We got him. Let's move.
big, whatever that is. So I think you can see me.
Let's get this started.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike! Slide now! Melee attacks!
Lock this! Topple them! Fire away! Flame grenade!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Split gauge!
Slide! Splinter!
Look at that!
Now,
Follow up
my
with
turn.
melee attack.
Ooh. That was a nice weapon. Oh. Lower power rating for now.
Get a load of this.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Slide! Splinter!
Split gauge! Look at that! Follow up with melee attacks. Assault hammer!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Flame grenade! Block this! I'm doing
Slide! We got it. Let's move.
Is that a better knife? Oh, because it's level 3. That's why I'm not quite there yet. Oh, I am. I get it now. There's a big one to deliver.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight. Shadow strike.
I'm doing
Now, my
good!
turn.
Your turn to land a hit. Don't push
Force.
me! Chrome armor!
Slide! We're up against a big target. Buck up.
Assault hammer! Give him
I
hell.
got killed. Apparently I was not ready to fight that. actually help me to not die as quick. Oh, yeah, see. That sounds good. Okay. I got something.
Let's get this started.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Shadow strike.
No.
Slide. Splinter. Now, melee attacks.
Block this! Look at that! Follow up with melee attacks.
Melee attack right now.
Assault hammer! Now! Topple him with some gunfire.
Scream edge.
Easy peasy.
Nice work.
Now I got new art.
Open fire!
Target in
Follow me!
sight.
Split
Shadow strike.
edge! Block this! Toppled him! Fire away! Flame grenade!
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Infuriate is so.
Nice work.
Open fire! Follow
Target in
me!
sight.
I'm doing
Shadow
good!
strike.
Your turn to
Appendage
land it.
destroyed. Move
Knock
in and
this!
strike.
Flame grenade!
Well,
Flame grenade! Now! Topple him with some
topple him.
gunfire! Get a load of this!
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike. Appendage destroyed. Move
Knock
in and
this!
strike.
Split edge!
Strength comes from
Don't forget about the rest!
true on any
Take the
front.
fight to them!
Slide. Splinter.
Split edge!
Shadow strike.
I'm doing good! Your turn to land a hit.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
Split edge!
Slide. Splinter.
Boom armor!
I should heal up first.
Heal me up!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Flame
strike.
grenade! Block this! Dinner is served.
Nice work.
these things are getting very upset with me killing off all their friends. There's something over there. stay where I am for now. One thing with Xenoblade games is pick up everything off the ground, because you may need it later for upgrades. No matter how silly of an item it seems. That's a big whatever it is. That's a level 9 ship there. I'm not messing with that.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
Slug Wolf.
Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Oh. Melee weapons, range weapons. Yep.
Here they come!
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Now, combo them with some gunfire!
Use an aura! Get control of the battle! Side slash!
Infuriate!
Sliding splinter! That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash! Upper hand!
Boom armor!
Shadow strike! Move in and strike! Sliding splinter!
Baby! This is hot!
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
I kind of want to wait till daylight to go inside. some of the stuff while I wait for daylight.
It didn't have to be like this. Engaging! Lay down some fire for me! Shadow Strike!
This one's got your name on it!
Stop pendants destroyed! Move in and
Watch
strike!
this!
Sliding! Splinter!
Don't forget about the rest.
Now,
Take the
my
fight
turn.
to them! Block this! Easy peasy.
I never imagined this is where life was going to take me. It didn't have to be like this.
Open fire!
Shadow
Follow me!
Strike! Target in sight!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Look at that!
Now, my turn!
Follow up! Easy peasy.
Nice work.
Here they come!
Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Suck ice! Move in and do some damage!
Block this! Now! Topple them with some easy peasy.
We got him. Let's move.
A Vesper hair clip, have fun. Now, is that made from a Vesper to clip your hair, or is that a clip for Vesper hair?
It didn't have to be like this.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow Strike!
Block this!
Side slash! Early bird!
Split ace! Now!
Slide! Splinter!
Gunfire!
Side slash! Shadow Strike! Upper hand!
I'm
Now
doing
it's my
good!
turn!
Your turn to land again.
Appendage destroyed! Move in and strike!
Dinner is served.
Nice work!
I thought there was a way to change the time. But apparently not. No.
No rest for the... Open fire! Follow
Target
me!
in sight!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Look at that!
Now it's my
Follow
turn!
up with melee attack!
Suck
got
pendant
company.
destroyed! Move in and strike!
Block this! Now! with some gunfire.
Early bird. Slide muscle neutralized. Switch to close range combat. That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me.
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike. Slide slinger.
Dinner is served.
We got him. Let's move.
Let's see what's down here to die. Little X-level rabbit thing. You know, these games look so freaking amazing, and then you get a Pokemon game which look like games. Not quite sure.
Let's get this started.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Look at that! Follow up with melee attack.
Now. Suck nice. Move in and do some damage. I should heal up first.
Heal me up! Don't push me!
Shadow strike. Pendants destroyed. Move in and strike. Slide. Slinger.
Split gauge!
Side slash.
Recuperate! Aura activate!
Okay.
Your turn!
This should tide me over.
Infuriate! Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
That.
Dinner
Move
is
in and keep the roof. Nice work.
Quite ready to go to Los Angeles yet. Oops. And some more baddies. There's daylight.
Thanks.
Oh, hello, you must be the new friend that Cologne and our Colonel Emma mentioned in their report. You've just woken up after all that time. I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Fortunately, the west gate's closed at the moment. If you want in the city, you'll need to use the elevator to top of the stairs. They'll probably open the gate soon, thanks to that great work you guys did killing monsters that caused all that trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive me. Please understand.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
I'm alive. Finally made it to the title screen.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From
grateful.
political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
NLA and a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
The three of us
Mr.
were in the
Evans.
Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Well, New Los Angeles. Take me home, White
Whew.
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly!
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
How old is Lynn?
She's 13. And I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
You do. Alright. Come on, Lynn, join the party.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
Makes sense for the industrial district.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district. I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. No out the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley, as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Such a polite way of saying, don't worry about shopping yet, you're still in tutorial.
Am I right?
Hey! And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
It's got a
Secretary
face like a
Nagi.
catfish.
Miss Koo. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Huzzah.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
How did we end up on Mira? Wrong button.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
BLADE is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira.
Nope, all them people did.
What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
It's the briefest. Alright, lead the Blade barracks.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. What? You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, just... I get so excited whenever I think about it.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
Oh, the puppy's pissed at
So what do
something.
you say? If you become a blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
That sound means the puppy wants to potty. So, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you everybody who watched live or joined afterwards to watch. And I'll catch you next stream. I'm gonna be back to streaming regularly.